Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to Spirit Owl Tarot. My name is Lucy. I have not done a reading for Aquarius specifically in a really long time. I've been doing daily readings for a while now, and Spirit is guiding me back to doing sign readings only. So here I am to do your reading. I didn't know I was going to be doing you and Pisces today. It just so happened your energies were like really speaking to me. So, Aquarius, I want to say that, like, and you know this, you're not meant to be understood by everybody, right? And you don't need to be understood by everybody. There's this energy of the circle coming out here. And if you look at all these hands on this card, we've got all these different colors, right? And they're all represented. They're not blended together into one color, like they are separate. And it's meant to be this way. Everybody brings something different to the table, and it's representing like the world, right? And I'm not talking about skin color. I'm talking about like who you are essentially. At your core, you are different from anyone else, and you're meant to be different from everybody else. Just like other people are different from other people. But there's something special about you, and I feel like it stands out. Like it is like a very strong difference, and this is not a bad thing at all. This is what makes you shine. This is what makes you special. And Spirit is really highlighting that at this time. What you bring to the table is like the key to something, and you can't like you alone are not the key. It's like all these different energies coming together create the key. But without that authenticity of who you are, that what you bring to the table, it wouldn't work, right? Like there's this energy here. It says get grounded on this card and step back. I feel like you're getting your energy muddled up with other people's, maybe other people's opinions getting mixed up with yours. I feel like you are at a very high vibration at this time. I feel like you're someone who is very spiritually enlightened, but there is there's this feeling of like get your feet on the ground, get your feet on the earth, because like Aquarius, just like Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Pisces are all collective signs, and you are collective air. Um, there's this energy of like getting muddled up, mixed up in the collective energy and confusing the collective energy for yours. And Spirit is saying, remember who you are, Aquarius. Remember what like there's this something that's essential that is you. Remember, like it. I don't even what movie is that where they're like, remember who you are. It's just coming through so strongly, like Aquarius. Remember, um, step back, like step away from this energy because it says empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. I mean, it would be great to get out in nature if you can. Take your shoes and socks off, step on the earth. Imagine like roots from the center of the earth or running from your feet down into the center of the earth. Connect yourself to the earth, Mother Earth, Gaia, if you can. Like there's, it's just, and it's funny because Pisces kind of had it, but more in the sense of water, collective water, right? But yours is that collective air, like ideas. Don't get your ideas mixed up with other people's ideas. Don't let your thoughts, your opinions get mixed up with other people's thoughts and opinions. Like there's something about your individuality, your authenticity, and the beauty of it. Your root, they're saying your roots run deep. Um, and the naked truth of it for you, Aquarius. Um, And then I want to read this. Sorry, they were showing me something. And we have this step back card. I want to read this to you. It says, you're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. So like if you were looking at your life as if it were someone else's almost, so that you can get perspective on it because you're too close to something. Now it's interesting because when I'm really I keep rubbing my hands together too, like too close to something, like something is so. We've got overcoming obstacles. I feel like you do find yourself in a place that is frustrating. It says you can overcome anything. Aquarius is really good at solving problems for themselves, for other people. Like Aquarius often has the answer to something. You're very creative. You see things in a way that other people often can't see it. You're really good at stepping back and looking at things objectively. And I feel like for some reason, maybe in your own life, that's become hard in a situation to kind of pull back and look at it objectively and figure something out. Yeah, they just keep giving me like this closeness, like too close, like something's like almost if like melting together, like melding together. You've also got the cheetah coming through here, which talks about focus, clarity, and speed. Um, it's funny because I think of this as an Aquarian card, even though a lot of people would probably think of this as fire. Right now, it really feels Aquarian. It says, you are being guided to be mindful and value yourself and others. Strategize your days, be patient, take calculated risks, and take action towards your heart's desires. You have what you need to change your life today and become the best version of you. I feel like you know what you need to do. I feel like you know how to get through some kind of obstacle. I wouldn't usually say Aquarius is um, caring what other people think about them or what they're doing or how they're doing it. But there is this energy of that in your life, like a not like a conforming energy, but um, you're going through a period in your life that's not the easiest, and it is going to bring so much beauty into your life once you get through it. It's just really confusing. Like we've got strength here and metamorphosis. Now, if you think about a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly, that is a painful experience, I'm sure. That is very uncomfortable. It's at least uncomfortable. And caterpillars, do they know they're going to turn into a butterfly? I don't know. When you're going through a transformation, do you know what you're going to come out like on the other side? Most of the time, not. You can feel the energy, you can sense it and tell, like, hey, there's a big change happening here. But you don't really know what things are going to look like when you get out on the other side, right? But there's something about your personal strength. And I just heard maturity. Like this metamorphosis that you're going through, it's like your authenticity really counts in this world for something. Like like what you're going to come out on when you come out on the other side of this, it really counts for something in the grand scheme of things. And it's important to stay focused, to have a goal, have a vision. Like, even though you're experiencing obstacles, know that you can get through them and you're going to come out on the other side. I feel like maybe you're in the thick of it right now. Like you're in the thick of the metamorphosis. Like if you were the caterpillar, your body would be turning to mush right now, and you're like, oh God, I want to get out of the cocoon maybe, or like I want to go back, I want to step back um from this stage. I don't want to see what happens on the other side, or like um something like that. Yeah, I don't. So there's so much like being channeled with your energy, because I was looking at the cards and I was getting some, but like now that I'm really talking, there's so much coming through. And it's like an old part of you is being let go of so that you can become all that you were meant to be. And there is, you need to remember that it's not all you. The action that you take, like yes, you're a very strong person. Mental strength, emotional strength. Like you are the water bearer, right? And right here you're the earth bearer. Like you can bear it. And you need to remember that. But um there's also something about faith, and you're you're not going through it alone, right? So there's something about, I don't know why I heard you versus the world, but I don't think you're seeing yourself as like you versus the world. Maybe some of you are. Um, when I talk about you and how your individuality, your authenticity matters, um, that doesn't mean you have to go it alone, right? Like that doesn't mean like, hey, I'm just different and like I don't fit in anywhere. And there are going to be people that match your vibe. There are going to be people that match your energy. Um in a way. I don't know. This is such an interesting reading. I heard there's no one quite like me. So like no one quite like you. There's no one quite like you. But that's the way it's supposed to be. I don't know if at this moment, and like the get grounded, there is this I mean, this would come through in an Aquarian reading. Like you might be thinking about home, right? Like where you're originally from, or um your people, like your, it could even be like ancestors are coming through in your energy. You have people, Aquarius. You might not know that. You have people. I keep hearing you have people. Now these might be people on earth. You might have people and maybe you're just doubting that there's people that have your back, but I know in spirit you've got a lot behind you. You've Nothing you've done have you ever been alone in it. And nothing that you've handled, how do I put that, spirit? Unseen forces. Like you don't even know how much, spirit, I'm just getting this like feeling of love and like support, and like we know what you're feeling. We know, like we understand. And you may feel like nobody knows, nobody understands. There's this feeling coming through. Yeah, and like I was talking about it in the beginning of your reading, remember who you are, Aquarius. Um, that's so fascinating, and that, hmm, is that like the Lion King and the father in the Lion King? I can't even remember. Remember who you are. A new opportunity will lead you to greatness. There, like I said, you're going to come out on the other side of this transformation, and I feel like people aren't going to recognize you, but I feel like you are meant to transform and become something new multiple times in this lifetime, Aquarius. I feel like you may resonate with being a chameleon or a shapeshifter. Um, there will be people that feel comfortable with you. Not everybody will feel comfortable, of course. There, gosh, what is this? Um, those who are meant to get close to you, they are going to see you for who you truly are. They're going to see you on the inside. They're going to, I'm almost getting like Scorpio energy, somebody who really looks like into the depth of your soul. Um, Gosh, this could be for somebody too who, uh, if you don't have a life partner and you want one, this could be confirmation for somebody that you're gonna Scorpio might be important. I don't know. I'm just or like a placement for them in Scorpio or a seventh house Scorpio. I don't know. There's like this intensity, someone who really gets you and really knows you. I feel like you are meant to be a quality over quantity person. Um, you're not going to resonate. How do I put that? Like you're not going to mesh with a lot of people, but the people that you do, it's going to be intense. Like it's a real thing. It's the real thing is what I just heard. Okay. We have the loon and the oriole coming up here. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard the loon, the bird. You might want to Google it to see what a loon sounds like. It's kind of eerie. Um, it says, pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. I definitely feel like, like I said at the beginning of this reading, you are very tapped in, tuned in, turned on. You probably are getting a lot of messages at this time. Um, like I said, I feel like you're tapped into the collective as well. And the Oriole talks about a new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change. And then you have that a new opportunity will lead you to greatness. I definitely feel like there's something new that's coming into your life that's going to help you through some kind of obstacle or to get around some kind of obstacle. But your strength is definitely being highlighted here. Um, there's just something special about the loon and like the way that it communicates. The communication that you're getting from spirit might be like special or interesting, or the way that you communicate is very special, very interesting. We've got the Queen of Cups. I feel like I said, you are tapped in, tuned in, turned on. You are a channel at this moment when you see this reading because this is timeless. I feel like your spiritual team, your intuition is telling you things at this time, and it's really important to listen and let it move through you, emotions as well. And there's this connection to a higher power. Um, and the Ace of Swords, like I said, you're a channel right now. There's something new coming in here for you that's going to be really huge, and it's important to stay grounded and ground your connection. I heard ground your connection. So that is what I have for you. Sending you guys so much love, wishing y'all the best. Bye.